Hi, yes, hello. It is me, your friend Jess. So I have been continuing to binge through all of these anti-diet and intuitive eating and health at every size podcasts. And so something that occurred to me today is that it seems like over this last month that my hormones have kind of regulated a little bit. I've really struggled with having normal menstrual cycles since I turned 30 in 2014. Oddly enough, that also corresponded with my really deep and fast sink into everything that is diet culture and just really pursuing the quick fix because I was 30 and I was getting old and I better do it now, otherwise it's never gonna happen for me or whatever. So yeah, really been struggling with my menstrual cycle since 2014. And over the last year or so, it has gotten slightly better, but I still have off months. And I just wrote a blog post today too about how so much has changed for me in the last month, and just like how far I have come with this idea of radical body love and really pursuing intuitive eating and fat acceptance and body acceptance. And so I have noticed that I eat a lot more carbs now than I have been for the last few years. And when I was a kid, or a young adult, I guess I should say, and also when I was a kid, my mom would joke because all of my friends' parents got really into Atkins in like the late 90s and the Zone diet, which, are all basically what's keto now. And my mom would joke all the time that, oh, you're on a low carb diet. Well, Jess is on an all carb diet. Because I would just eat grains and bread and cereal and, sweets and fruits and that kind of stuff all day long every day. Oddly enough, this is also the time in my life where I was best able to manage my weight. So go figure. Apparently, that Irish, English, French heritage, my genetics are that of they who eat the carbohydrates aplenty. So over the last month, focusing really on intuitive eating, tuning into my hunger, what I'm hungry for, what I really am craving, as it were. And turns out that a lot of the time that is carb heavy stuff. So one thing that I just realized today, as here we go, TMI for you guys, about 2 or 3 days out from my period, is that my hormone, like my mood swings, haven't been nearly what they normally are. And I don't have like as many PMS symptoms, meaning like sore breasts or cramping or backache. And also something that's been happening for the last few years is that the week before I start my period, I am ravenous. I just can't get enough to eat. And there's just no amount of food that can like satisfy me, regardless of what I'm eating, even if I'm eating what I'm craving. And this month, like I said, I'm 2 to 3 days out from starting my period. My hunger was a little higher yesterday than it had been, over the last couple of weeks. But today, I feel like I've had like pretty normal hunger level, and I just really feel more level and even keel overall. So that's huge. That's like really huge for me. That also being said, I've been, again, TMI, I've been having breakthrough bleeding about a week before I start my period every month for, I don't even know how long, for a couple of years. So far I've experienced 0 breakthrough bleeding this month. So really all I'm saying is that obviously my body functions better on a higher carb diet, both physically and obviously mentally. I'm focused, I'm feeling a lot better. So, sometimes, all the time, it's just really important to tune into what your body's trying to tell you, because your body is actually a lot smarter than you are, and it knows what it needs. And for hormone regulation, my body obviously needs a lot more carbs than I was willing to give it for the last several years. So we'll see how this all goes moving forward. Obviously, one menstrual cycle is not a pattern, but we'll see over the next 6 months or so kind of how things go, and if things start to even out for me. One other hormone related thing that I will say is that my skin is way clearer than it has been for literally probably 7 years. Yeah. So that's, and most of my breakouts I know are hormone driven because they always happen around the same time in my cycle every month. And I have yet to have a single like really bad outbreak this month. I have recently made a slight adjustment to my skin routine, so that could have something to do with it, but I also just kind of refuse to believe that some vitamin C serum is really magically curing my acne, and just feel like it probably is overall more that I am meeting my body's nutrition needs in a way that is allowing it to better stabilize my hormone levels. So fun chat. I am actually so I've made a few of these videos, but I haven't posted any of them yet, just because I didn't really feel good about the other two that I've done, but I feel like those other two have been really good practice. So I'm really excited to maybe do some more of these moving forward, and kind of add these sort of to what I'm doing with my blog now. So I hope you readers and watchers out there also enjoy them, and